That is a long way north.
That's just outside where the world-famous Ice Hotel is. The host city for the 2000 World Junior Championship. Kohlberg slips it ahead. 14.5 to go in the third period. Lindholm tries to center for Kohlberg. That was knocked away by Miller. Now Lindholm gets to it. Mike Riley intercepts the pass and plays it out for the U.S. Forsberg, first round pick of the Washington Capitals. Got with the pick they got in the second Varlamov deal. And now Miller back the other way with it. Miller in across the line, gets around Nilsson. Sharp angle shot, lunge to the save. The puck squirted loose in front, and Biggs couldn't get to it. Now a penalty coming to the U.S. as Nilsson is sent flying, and the Swedes will get their chance on the power play. But there's 14 to go in the third period. The United States leads here in the third period, but Grimaldi goes off for the trip, and the Swedes get a chance on the power play where they scored their only goal of the game. Forsberg. Carlson shoots. It's off a stick, up and out of play. Well, the TSN All-Star Curling Skins game is set to begin January 19th live from Casino Rama. Check out the new teams and format on TSN beginning at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Both the mothers of the Russian goaltenders wearing their bronze medals. An exciting bronze medal game. Incredible pace to that.
Now Arvidsson tries to feed that in front, bouncing puck into the feet of Arvidsson, who gets it back. Spins away from Seth Jones. Benberg with it. Now centered. Carlson tries to bounce that across to Forsberg. Fights off a check. Forsberg knocks out. Carlson shoots. He hammered that wide and broke his stick in the process. And Vikstrand being watched by Bardreau. Slides out ahead to Moline. Evan Moline, a Dallas fourth-round pick, ahead to Lindholm. It sticks all over the ice in the U.S. zone. Looks like a lumber yard back there. And the officials finally helped to clean that up. Juice. Ahead to Rask. Victor Rask, with the Calgary Hitmen of the Western Hockey League, lost the puck. And it's fired down the ice by Biggs, and now a race for it as Lundstrom has to come out with Trocheck bearing down on him. And the puck comes free to Truba, who fires it back down to the Swedish zone. The U.S. has allowed just 2 power play goals in the tournament. Three with the one tonight by the Swedes. In comes Raquel. And now Raquel back with it. Raquel feeds it back. Jussa to Raquel. Raquel couldn't get the puck to sit for him, and now fired on goal by Hahn. Saved by Gibson. Off the line, not held by Jussa as the puck comes out with 12 seconds to go in the power play.
Good shot by Hag that Gibson makes the left pad save. There's Philip Forsberg, the Washington Capitals first rounder. He's displayed some excellent hands. Watch on his backside. He finds Carlson out front. Nice sliding block by Pietila. But Forsberg's going to have to get something done here if the Swedes are going to tie the score up. He plays such a vital role with this team. They're all turned around looking at Roger Ronberg, who's drawing on the board that he always carries with him. This is not a timeout. Play's underway, but Ronberg taking the opportunity here to show his team something that he's noticed.
Final seconds of the Grimaldi penalty, and Corrali banks it back down to the Swedish zone. Grimaldi's out. Carlson drops it back to Bengtsson. Head to Arvidsson. And Arvidsson leaping across the line with Sandberg. Pass misfire from him. McCabe plays it across to Jones, and Corrali has it. Sean Corrali. Poke check there by Kohlberg, and Jones for McCabe. McCabe's defense partner last year was Justin Schultz at Wisconsin. As Vikstrand fires that wide, Schultz having a breakout year in the American Hockey League for Oklahoma City.
Got his 18th goal last night. 18 goals already
by a defenseman
for Justin Schultz.
Now Lindholm with it. That shot goes off the stick of Vesey and wide, and Miller's on it for the U.S. Squeeze that by Vikstrand. 2-on-1 now. Galchenyuk along with Vesey. Alex Galchenyuk in. Lundstrom down. The puck still loose. Vesey battling for it. And Lundstrom kept it out.
Swedes pressing a little bit, and they get caught on a pinch at the blue line. Real nice play by JT Miller to chip it off the wall. There's the pinch. There's 3 Swedes. They could shake hands. They're so close, but the puck gets past, and Galchenyuk has a chance on goal, but that's an excellent back check by Sebastian Kohlberg, the Montreal Canadiens second rounder who scored the shootout winner to put the Swedes in this gold medal game.
Off the face-off win by Miller. Connor Murphy sends it down. Emil Jusa steps away from John Goodrow. His pass, though, knocked down by Miller. And now Rask plays it across to Boyce Rothevall. Through the middle for Rask. And Victor Rask tried to flip that ahead. Now scooped up by Miller. And JT Miller bats it down to the Swedish zone. Miller being tied up there by Jusa. Who sends it there to Rask.
Miller's got to get off the ice without a helmet.
And this is where the Swedes missed the push from the back end of Klefbom, Brodin, and Lindbaum. 2 first-round picks, offensive defenseman. Grimaldi being hooked there by Sandberg. The play's offside. Delayed call. And the U.S. will have to tag up. Robert Hagg. Ahead to Sandberg. He got stood up there by Trouba. Play continues. Kohlberg battling for a bouncing puck in front. Sandberg drops it off to Nilsson. Forsberg standing in front. Back at the line. Sandberg with a shot. The Thunder shot wide. Forsberg back on it. Centers it. Sandberg with a tip. That was blocked. And Grimaldi on his backhand to the line and not quite out. Helped out by Trocheck. Chipped ahead by Biggs. Tyler Biggs working on Vikstrand, and Vikstrand holds his ground. Past the midway point of the third period, the U.S. continues to lead 2-1 on a pair of goals by Rocco Grimaldi. And Lindholm centers it. That's tapped wide by Trouba. Raquel slides out ahead. Trouba reaches back for it, banks it off the boards and out. Now Raquel ahead for Lindholm. Goss is bareback for it. The centering pass bounces down. Pietla plays that away. Trouba steps hard into his man. Jusa plays it across. That shot goes wide from Linus Arneson. Good sustained zone time for the Swedes. Kohlberg with it now for Lindholm. Drops it off to Raquel. And Raquel taps it down. The Swedes are changing in the offensive zone. Raquel with it. Off the bench comes Boyce Rothevall. Tipped into that shot but misfired on it. And Pietla's away along with Hartman. And Pietla fires that down in the Swedish zone as Arneson goes back for it. Swedes open the scoring on the power play. The Americans struck back with 2. Both on odd bounces by Grimaldi. One from the side of the goal that banked in on Lundstrom. The other a shot that hit him in the glove and went in. Corrali all over Rask. Through the middle they go. Boyce Rothevall with Delarose. And Boyce Rothevall flips it in deep. Gives it out to play it. Swedes have been the kings of going to and winning in overtime and shootouts. Can they get this one to an extra frame? And there's an icing call against the U.S.
And the Swedes come back with Philip Forsberg's line. With Carlson, an excellent face-off man, and Sandberg. It looks like Sandberg will take the draw. The U.S., their players are out on the about 15 seconds of a shift here. Corelli will take the draw and win it.
Won it cleanly back for Jones. And Barber on his horse got slammed in front of the U.S. bench.
Big draw for the United States to win in that case.
In comes Forsberg. Tried to leave it there for Sandberg and shoved down by Jones. Goodrow couldn't clear it out. Nilsson now for Sandberg. Drops it off to Carlson. Forsberg once again standing in front. Carlson with JT Miller watching in closely. Between the legs, pass in front, loose. Sandberg a backhand shot. That Gibson might have got a piece. Back in front, Sandberg, a bouncing puck. He falls, and JT Miller's away.
What a play by Carlson, back between his feet. Just a little bit off, or else it's a one-timer. As it was, Gibson makes the stop. The Swedes have two excellent chances.
Now Kohlberg works in, a centering pass for Lindholm, too far for him. Trocheck ahead to Biggs. He's got Grimaldi with him. And Biggs steps around Arneson. Now Tyler Biggs back on it. To the line, Murphy. Connor Murphy works in. Drops it down to Trocheck. Centers it right for stick of Grimaldi. It bounced away from him, and the Swedes break out 3-on-2. Kohlberg with Lindholm and Raquel. And the bouncing puck goes to Kohlberg. He hammered it wide. Lindholm back with it. Centers it. Gibson swats that away. Lindholm back in front. Kohlberg shoots. Gibson with a save. Point blank on Kohlberg. Now Jusa steps up. Trying to feed that back in front. Grimaldi knocked it away. And in comes Rocco Grimaldi. Fires. And it's squeezed by Lundstrom. Good chances for the Swedes. The Americans continue to lead 2-1 in the third.